Good day everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today our focus will be on calculation of quadratic expression, and basically I'm going to focus on expansion of algebraic expressions, coefficient of terms, quadratic expressions, perfect squares, and difference of two squares. Our examples from example 1 to example 5 will help us give a brief summary of all this with great understanding. Alright, now let's go to example 1. Example 1 says expand the following. We have 2a plus b in bracket 3c minus d. Alright, so in this case now, the first will open the bracket, the second will also do the same thing now. So we have 2a, we open the bracket, we have 3c minus d, then we now use plus b in bracket 3c minus d. In this case now, 2a times 3c gives me 6ac. Alright, so 2a times minus d gives me minus 2ad. Don't forget that the coefficient of d is minus 1. So 2 times minus 1 gave us the minus 2. Alright, next one we have plus 3b times 3c gives me 3bc. So the plus times the minus is minus. The b times the d is bd. So we cannot move further from here because they don't have anything in common. None of these terms have anything in common. So this is our final answer. So the next one we have, for the b part, we have 3x plus 5y 4x minus 3y. So in this case now, the 3x will open the bracket, 3x, 4x minus 3y. The next one I have plus 5y in bracket 4x minus 3y. So in this case now I have 3 times 4 is 12, x times x is x squared. This will give me 12x squared. So plus times minus is minus. 3 times 3 is 9, x times y is xy, so I have 9xy. So the next one we have plus times plus is plus, 5 times 4 is 20, y times x is xy. Alright, so the next one we have plus times minus is minus, 5y times 3y gives me 15y squared. Alright, so in this case now, they have something in common. Xy, we have here 9xy, minus 9xy, sorry, plus 20xy. Alright, so we can move further. So 12x squared minus 9 plus 20 can be written as 20 minus 9. So minus 9 plus 20 is the same thing as saying 20 minus 9. So 20 minus 9 gives me 11. This will give me plus 11xy, and I'll have minus 15y squared. Alright, so the last one we have x plus 2 in bracket x minus 5 also in bracket. So the x will open the first bracket, they open the second bracket, the 2 will also open the bracket. So I'll have x in bracket x minus 5 plus 2 in bracket x minus 5. So x times x is x squared. X times minus 5 gives me minus 5x. This will give me plus 2x. Plus times minus is minus. 2 times 5 is 10. So we can proceed further with this by having x squared minus 5x plus 2x is the same thing as saying 2 minus x minus 5x. So our answer will be a negative number. So minus 5x plus 2x will give me minus 3x minus 10. So our final answer is x squared minus 3x minus 10. Alright, for example 3, that will basically focus on quadratic expressions. We have factorized each of the following. So we have x squared plus 8x plus 12. So in this case now, I have x squared plus 8x plus 12. I need to factorize this. So the basic thing I need to know is that I'm going to look for two numbers that if I multiply those two numbers gives me 12. If I add those two numbers gives me 8. So those numbers will be 6 and 2, because 6 plus 2 gives me 8. 6 times 2 gives me 12. So now all I need now is x squared plus 6x plus 2x plus 12. Alright, so in this case now we have x squared plus 6x. Now what is common between the two? I have x here and I also have x here. So we have x in bracket, the x that is left, plus 6x divided by x gives me 6. So plus 6. The same thing with the two parts left, we have 2x plus 12. Now what is common between 2x plus 12? Now we don't have x here, so the number that is common between them, that is 6. Sorry, that is 2. 2 is common between 2x and 12. So I have plus 2. Now 2x divided by 2 gives me x. 12 divided by 2 gives me 6 plus 6. So now in this case now you have observed that what are in the bracket are similar. So I'll have x plus 2 and x plus 6. So factorizing this will give me x plus 6 in bracket x plus 6. Alright, so the next one we have x squared minus 4x minus 12. This one looks different from what we have here. The first one we had positive numbers, but we have negative here. In this case now, I'm going to look for two numbers. When I multiply, gives me minus 12. When I add, gives me minus 4. So in this case now, if you look at 6 and minus 2, it's not going to be possible. So we have minus 2, so we are going to use minus 6 and plus 2. Because minus 6 plus 2 gives me the minus 4. Then minus 6 times 2 gives me the minus 12. Alright, what do I mean? That means I will need x squared minus 6x plus 2x minus 12. Don't forget that minus 6 plus 2x will give me the minus 4. So it's better I use minus 6 plus 2x, which is the right thing, than use 2x, than use minus 2 plus 6. Alright, so in this case now, what is common between these two? X is common. What am I going to be left with? I'll be left with x minus 6. What is common here? Just numbers, that is 2. So I have plus 2 in bracket x minus 12 divided by 2 gives me the minus 6. Alright, so now we have x plus 2, which is the x here and the plus 2. So the brackets are common, x minus 6. So I have x minus 6. That's our final answer. Alright, the last one. The last one is going to be very, very interesting. So you need to pay attention. Now look at the last one. The coefficient of x squared in this case, the coefficient of x squared in this case is 3. Alright, now let's go. We have 3x squared minus 10x plus 3. So in this case now, I'm going to multiply 3 by the coefficient of x squared, which is what? Also 3. That will give me 9. That will help us to find the two terms I need here. So now in this case now, 3 times 3 gives me 9. So I have 9x squared. So in this case now, I'm going to look for two numbers. When I add, gives me minus 10. When I multiply, gives me 9. The two numbers are going to be minus 9 and 1. Minus 9 and 1, because minus 9 plus 1, minus 9 plus 1 gives, it's not going to be minus 9 and 1. We are going to have minus 9 minus 1. Minus 9 minus 1. Alright, so in this case now I have 3x squared minus 9x minus x plus 3. You're not going to use a 9x. You're not going to use a 9. Okay, so this was actually going to help us to find the two numbers here. Alright, so in this case now, I have what is common between these two. 3 is common, x also is common. So I'll be left with what? X minus 3x divided by 9x gives me the number 3. If you are confused, let me show you how to do that. 9x divided by 3, x cancels x, 3 goes into 9, that is 3 times. So that's why I have the 3 here. Alright, so what is common between these two? We have minus 1. Alright, so now in this case now, minus 1 is common between these two. So I'll be left with what? Minus x divided by minus 1 gives me x, plus x divided by minus 1 gives me the minus 3. So I'll be left with 3x minus 1, x minus 3. That's the final answer. Alright, please don't forget that, okay, I just discovered that I left example 2 to example 3. So please, let's look at that. For example 2, find the coefficient of x squared and x. Now, when you're looking at coefficients, for instance, now if I have 2a, the coefficient of the a is the 2. If I have 3x, the coefficient of the x is the 3. So the number in front of the unknown is the coefficient. So in this case now, find the coefficient of x squared and also x. So in this case now, the coefficient of x squared in this case now is, okay, let me answer that here. For the first one, the coefficient of x squared is 4. The coefficient of x is minus 5. Alright. So the next one we have the coefficient of x squared in the second one is minus 1. The coefficient of the x here of x squared here is minus 1. Every unknown, for instance, now I have a has an invincible 1 in front of it, 1a. So now the coefficient of x squared is what? Minus 1, and the coefficient of x is 4. Alright, next one we have the coefficient of x squared is also minus 1. The coefficient of x is also minus 1. Alright, now let's move to example 4. Alright, for example 4, that will help us to understand what perfect squares is all about. Alright, now for example 4, we have factorize each of the following algebraic expressions. We have the first one as x squared plus 6x plus 9. So in this case now now we're going to look for two numbers that once I multiply gives me 9, once I add gives me 6. Those two numbers should be 3. 3 plus 3 gives me 6. 3 times 3 gives me 9. So I have x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. What's common between these two? X is common. I'll be left with x plus 3. What is common between these two? Numbers common now in this case now. So I will let 3 is common between 3 and 9. So I have plus 3. Now what is left now? I'll have x. So 9 divided by 3 gives me 3 plus 3. Now we have x plus 3. In bracket we have x plus 3. Now have you observed that what we have in the first bracket is exactly the same thing we have in the second bracket. So this can be written as x plus 3 raised to the power of 2. Alright, so now the second one we have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Alright, so in this case now, I can rewrite this as, sorry, let me change the marker, x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared. Alright, so now in this case now, what is common between x squared and xy? X is common, so I have, what is left here? I've left with x plus y. Now what is common between these two? I have y common, so plus y in bracket x plus y. So in this case now I will have x plus y And in the bracket, we also have x plus y. Alright, so in this case now, I have x plus y in the bracket. So this can be written as x plus y in bracket raised to the power of 2. Alright, to the final example, example 5. Factorize each. Alright, for example 5, we have factorize each of the following. So we have 9x squared minus 1. The second one, we have 4x squared minus 9. So this will give us the concept of difference of two squares. Now look at the first one. I have 9x squared minus 1. So 9 is a perfect square. Alright, now look at this. I can write this as 3 raised to the power of 2 x raised to the power of 2 minus 1 raised to the power of 2. Because 1 times 1 actually gives us what? 1. So now I can actually count 1 as what? A perfect square. So this can also be written as 3x raised to the power of 2 minus 1 raised to the power of 2. So now I can simplify this further as, don't forget the basic rule when I have a difference of two squares, but I have a square minus b square. I can actually write this as a plus b, a minus b. So now in this case now, I will write this as 3x plus 1, 3x minus 1. Okay, for the final one, we have 4x squared minus 9. Now 4 is a perfect square, so I can write this as 2 raised to the power of 2x squared minus 3 raised to the power of 2. Since 9 is also a perfect square. So now I can write this as 2 raised to the power of, 2x raised to the power of 2 minus 3 raised to the power of 2. That shows us the difference of two squares. So I can write this as 2x minus 3 or plus 3, 2x plus 3. That gives us our final answer. Alright, we've come to the end of our exciting lesson for today. I hope you learned a lot. Please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting mathematics videos. Bye.